What's going on, guys? Unknown Player here, and today, as usual, we've got a bunch of interesting things to talk about regarding Destiny 2. I'll be rounding up and discussing with you guys all the latest news and bits of info and leaks that have come out recently that are worth paying attention to. So, as I previously covered, Bungie attended San Diego Comic-Con, and they brought with them Lance Reddick, the actual voice actor who plays Zavala in-game. But they also uploaded a video to their YouTube channel featuring a very quick clip at a cutscene we've never seen before in Destiny 2. He manages to battle this gun off the Cabal dude, and then he holds his gun to the Cabal's face, knees it to make it go off and shoot the Cabal in his own face, and then turns it onto more Cabal. So typical Titan, and it's pretty similar to when we got that flashback of Zavala when you see his past, and you see him fighting Fallen that are invading the city, and he's teaming up with Shaxx and Kay, and they're doing all this epic stuff. So definitely another really cool looking cutscene. Obviously it looks amazing graphically as well. So if you try and place this into the actual timeline of Destiny 2's story, you can get a pretty vague idea of where, and more importantly when this actually takes place. It's most likely set on Earth and definitely a Cabal facility, but if you think about Zavala fighting against Cabal like this, and that means he's got his light back, or he's back to full capacity, and we know that straight after the very first mission, Ghoul takes the light away, so we know everyone is powerless, especially Zavala, and he goes through this whole crisis on Titan, where you find him and try and figure out a plan to get the light back. But seeing Zavala going all out on these Cabal, you can definitely tell this is going to be towards the end of the entire game, possibly an intro cutscene to the actual raid itself. And if you look at what's going on, this is the Guardians attacking what's definitely a Cabal base. This isn't the Cabal attacking the city, so we're the ones attacking them, and the table is definitely turned. So you can tell this is going to be taking place towards the end of the game, and it could be around the final mission where you go and storm Gary's base, or maybe right even before the raid. But let me know your thoughts down below. Where do you think this takes place? What do you think is the context of this cutscene? Because it's definitely very cool, and I want to see more of it. But for now, this is the only footage we have of this cutscene. So the next topic I wanted to discuss is that one of the main sponsors for Destiny 2 appears to have leaked a little bit too early around the internet before it's actually been officially announced by Bungie or Activision, and this is Rockstar Energy, the energy drink of course, which you'll be able to receive bonus engrams inside Destiny 2. So I can imagine this being slightly controversial, but you will be able to get a limited number of engrams per week from buying this energy drink called Rockstar. So of course back in the Taken King expansion we had the promotion and sponsorship by Red Bull. I'm pretty sure you only got like a Sparrow and a Ghost Shell, so it wasn't very much. You can get maybe a quest as well. But this time around, the cans have been released kind of prematurely here in the UK, and a lot of details started to come out. So there are two websites, one of them with info, which is kind of temporary, has some very small details. The other one isn't available just yet. And a YouTuber called TTG, who I believe was one of the first to find these cans and post footage of it online, he posted, as you can see here, you can see the prizes and in-game content to be unlocked, and also one inside sweepstakes. So the ring pull codes unlock in-game engrams, as well as enter into competitions to win prizes. Those prizes are limited edition games, PlayStation 4 Pro consoles, and one person is actually going to win a motorcycle, which is pretty funny. So every can you get and every code is going to guarantee you in-game loot, but a chance to win those prizes I mentioned. But the in-game loot is of course what we care about the most. So you can see on the bottom there the terms and conditions, or the fine print, and you can just barely make out the details of this in-game content. So it says ring pull codes also unlock in-game engram content on a random basis. You're going to get a max of 3 engrams per person per week, which is definitely a very strange terminology, and we can't really be sure what the details are with this. They could be blue engrams, they could be purples, or they could be their own category like the sublime engrams we had before. And then it also says within the fine print that the engrams released during this promo can be released within the game until the 1st of March 2018. So the 1st of March next year, that is when this promo ends. And if you calculate that, that's just under 6 months, or equal to 25 weeks, and obviously 25 times 3 is 75, so that means you can get a maximum of 75 engrams throughout this entire promotion, which could be a lot. I mean, again, we don't know. These could be blue engrams, they could be purples, it could be a mix between green, blues, and purples. It could be a random draw, whatever you get each week. But it definitely is going to be quite a bit of loot if you want to be on the ball and buy a bunch of these Rockstar cans. But it's definitely way too early to be getting the pitchforks out and claiming it's pay to win, because we have no idea the details. All we can go off is this info that's briefly mentioned on these cans, and the loot probably isn't going to be that good if they're giving away so much of it. But like I said, it's definitely way too early to be judging this as pay to win or making big claims about this. We still need to know the actual details from Bungie and Activision. All we know is what we can see on these cans, but do let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. So something else also announced today by PlayStation was their brand new PS4 Pro controller, and this is kind of gold themed. It's got some class logos on it, Destiny 2 logo in gold, so it's kind of like a Destiny 2 themed controller. And they also announced their jet black version of the PS4 Pro bundle. So of course we saw the white version, which is the Destiny 2 and also PS4 Pro bundle, but now the jet black version, and also the controller with the gold prints on it. I still don't know exactly why the PS4 Pro bundles don't have any decorations or kind of design prints to make them look Destiny 2 inspired, but they're just regular black and white PS4 Pros. So the next thing I want to mention is something pretty cool that's a kind of a finer detail inside Destiny 2 that I'm sure some of you may have noticed parts of, but seeing the full picture is actually really interesting. So someone called Chris Dyke or Chris D Animations tweeted me this image which he made, and it was basically going through all the different glows that different power weapons have, and these are basically visual cues to tell you what kind of weapon the enemy is holding. So as you can see, shotguns have a white glow on the end of the barrel, rocket launchers have orange, there's also the fusion rifle which glows blue at the end of it, and the grenade launcher which glows red. Now that's obviously very similar to the sniper which also glows red, but the sniper has that glint effect that you'd see with a scope. So these are all different visual cues to be able to tell what kind of weapon the enemy is holding, and it's also being rumored in the thread that linear fusion rifles glow purple, so that is their distinct color. So you can tell every single weapon apart, which I think is really cool. And also as a bonus, he showed that enemy grenades that are planted now glow red, which I absolutely love. Always hated in Destiny 1 how you could waste so much time and lose gunfights because you're trying to figure out if a lightning grenade is enemy or friendly, but now they glow red, so it's easy to tell, and you don't have to try and rely on that grenade icon, which is normally very inconsistent. But there you go, now you can learn this color system and learn basically what weapon the enemy is holding just by looking at the colors on the end of the barrels. So if it's blue, then you know it's a fusion rifle, you should try and move or jump around. If it's white, then it's a shotgun, so keep your distance. And if it's red, then you don't have to worry because it's a grenade launcher and it's probably not going to kill you. But there you go, pretty cool system, again noticed by Chris D Animation. As always, if you enjoyed the video, a like rating will be much appreciated. Subscribe for many more videos, and I'll see you guys next one.